Property Owner Files, Season 7, Episode 4, What You Keep, and Why Is Being a Landlord Really Worth It? At some point, ownership stops being about adding more and starts becoming about choosing carefully. Not what you can hold, but what you should. Today's file is about what experienced owners keep and why. Welcome back to Property Owner Files. What you keep and why. When you stop chasing every opportunity, a new question appears. Not, what can I buy next, but what deserves to stay? Because ownership isn't just about acquiring assets. It's about maintaining alignment. And not everything you own continues to earn its place. Today's file is about that decision. The quiet process of choosing what remains. Stay until the end, because what you keep often defines your life more than what you let go. And if these conversations help you think more clearly about ownership and life, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Part 1. You stop keeping everything that works early in ownership. If something works, you keep it. Positive cash flow, stable tenant, no immediate issues. That's enough. But over time, working stops being the standard. Because some properties work financially, but create friction elsewhere. Time, attention, mental load. So the question changes, not does this work, but does this fit? Still watching. This is where standards rise. Part 2. You keep what is stable. Experienced owners begin to value predictability, not the highest return, the most reliable return. Properties that require fewer decisions, have fewer surprises, operate quietly. Stability doesn't stand out early, but over time, it becomes the most valuable trait in a portfolio. Because stability compounds. Still watching? This next shift is more personal. Part 3. You keep what fits your life. At some point, ownership intersects with life more directly. Your time matters more. Your energy matters more. Your priorities become clearer. So you start evaluating properties differently, not just based on performance, but based on alignment. Does this property require more than it gives? Does it complicate more than it contributes? And if it does, it slowly stops belonging. Still watching? This is where emotional clarity appears. Part 4. You keep what you understand. Early on, people experiment. Different markets, different property types, different strategies. But over time, experienced owners simplify. They keep what they understand deeply, because understanding reduces risk and reduces unnecessary decision-making. Familiar systems, familiar patterns, fewer surprises. Clarity grows where complexity is removed. Still watching? This leads to the final shift. Part 5. The real reason you keep anything. In the end, the decision becomes simpler than expected. You keep what allows you to live well, not just earn well. Properties that don't require constant attention, don't create ongoing tension, don't compete with your life. Because ownership isn't just about holding assets, it's about holding space. And what you keep defines how much of that space remains yours. Ownership isn't just about what you acquire, it's about what you choose to keep. In the next file, we explore what letting go actually looks like when it's done intentionally. This is Property Owner Files.